Hi all, myself Sandil Kumar. I'm working with the MNC as a data engineer. I welcome you all to my YouTube channel SK Data Diaries. So the intent of this channel to help the people who want to make their career into the data engineering. In this channel, I'm going to talk about the data engineering concept, breaking the complex data engineering concept into the digestible one. Without a further ado, let's get into the topic why data engineering is necessary, why is exists in first place. We will start with the scenario where you are having the company and selling the cars, right? You want to have the data of the car sold, right? What will come to your mind when you want to store the data? It good old Excel, right? So for example, we will see this Excel file where you are having the sales date, the person name, the car model, everything you are storing in the Excel, right? Good. But what if you extend your business into multiple location? What if you want to store millions of records? You imagine that your sale growth went exponentially well. Now you are selling almost 50,000, 1 lakh cars in a day. You want to store every data, then your Excel definitely can't hold that much of data, right? So now you need a big tool which can capable of processing more data without struggling. Now we saw our Excel, it can't handle this much of data. What is the option we are having? We are having a database. For the people who don't know what is database, what is SQL, I'm planning the separate playlist to understand better. So for the today's topic, we are seeing how the data engineering evolved. We started with our Excel. Our Excel is not able to handle that much of data. Now we are moving to a database. This is the like this is how database store the data. It almost look like a Excel, but it can handle huge amount of data than Excel. You see this, it store the data as the rows and column. If you open your Excel, it's exactly same how it store the data. So now I want to introduce the topic, which is the types of data. Here whatever you see in is database and your Excel, these are the structure data. Okay, here you see the data is structure row in a way, row and column, right? So if structure data is there, then what is the unstructured data? You saw this image, right? Do you see any format like here you have rows and columns, right? That is the structure. Every single transaction having, when I say transaction, you sold one car, right? That one sale of the car is a transaction. Here when you see the image or audio files, those files doesn't have the proper structure. So those kind of data comes under the unstructured data. We are having the semi-structured data. For example, we are having a JSON. You see this, you can see some structure here. Here you see there is the structure, but it is having a partial structure, I would say. So this type of files known as the semi-structured data. Okay, can our database can handle this kind of unstructured and semi-structured data? The answer is no. Our traditional database, this database which we use in earlier days, known as the traditional database, example our Microsoft SQL, Oracle SQL, MySQL, all this comes under the traditional SQL. Okay, so our traditional SQL can handle huge amount of data which is in a structure format, like rows and column. If our data in rows and column, our traditional database can handle huge amount of data. So what is the issue we faced? Our Excel is can't able to handle huge amount of data. Okay, fine, we move to a database, traditional database. Now our business want to process the images, voice note, all semi-structured and unstructured data. They want to do the analysis on top of those kind of data as well. So here our traditional database is failing, right? Our traditional database can't handle such kind of data which is unstructured and semi-structured. So that we move to the NoSQL databases. For example, we are having MongoDB, where how you handle the data is almost the same, but what kind of data you are handling is different. In our traditional database, you see only a structure kind of data we can handle. In our NoSQL databases, we can handle unstructured data and semi-structured data. Fine. So, is that what data engineering all about? No. Our traditional database can't handle unstructured and semi-structured data. So we move to NoSQL databases to address that issue. Okay. Now we are facing the different kind of issue where the data is growing exponentially into terabytes, so that our database also started struggling to handle that amount of data. That is one of the issue we face with our traditional system. The different issues: data processing speed, the incoming data speed, the velocity, I would say, it started changing. In earlier days, nobody want to process the data when it arrives within a second. Okay, they take a time to process the data. In current modern world, the analytics, it's getting more popularity, and the business, they want to do analysis within a fraction of second as the data arrives. That is the another issue which can't handle by our traditional system. Likewise, we are having multiple issues with our traditional system. You can explore about the concept of different V's. So those are the problems which we can't handle with our traditional databases, right? So to address these issues, the new concept came into the play. That is the data engineering. Data engineering is all about building a system that can handle a huge, complex, massive data, right? So how we are going to handle this huge complex data? So to understand this, you should understand the concept of monolithic and then distributed computing. This diagram will explain you, like, give you the idea of a monolithic system and distributed system. You can clearly see the monolithic system. You imagine like your laptop, how much upgrade you can go with your laptop. Your laptop have some limitation, right? You can go up to 64 GBs of RAM, or it can be go up to 128 GBs, but you can't go beyond that. That is known as the monolithic system. When you think about the databases, it do have some limitation. I'm talking about the on-premise database, right? So you imagine that as a monolithic system, and we are having a distributed system where you can connect multiple system to do your process. You can see this here. The system is connected with the another system to reduce the load which goes into a single machine. Instead of putting the entire load on the single machine, what we are trying to do is we are splitting our data into multiple system. So this concept, see, this high level concept will help you to understanding data engineering better. With analogy, I can explain this monolithic versus a distributed system very well. Imagine there is a function happening. For that function, you say 100 people are coming. You are having a single chef who want to cook for all those 100 people, right? So your cook can handle preparing food for 100 people. Okay, fine. Now you invited more people, right? Now for this function you are expecting 1,000 people. Can you put all this work to the single chef? You can optimize the way he cooks. You can make it efficient. You can give him more equipments, whatever he want, but still he can't handle 1,000 people. So in that case, what you will do, you deploy more chefs, right? If you deploy a 10 chefs with a different kitchen setup in the same place, all of them can work together and then complete this task with ease, right? So that is exactly what is happening with our distributed system. Data engineering is all about breaking the massive load into a small digestible chunks and processing. I don't want to dive much deeper here. I hope I gave a very high level understanding of data engineering. In upcoming videos, we will see the roadmaps. What are the things you have to do uh, to become a data engineer? What is the day to day of a data engineer? I'm going to cover a lot of topics about data engineering. So stay tuned. Please don't forget to subscribe the channel and click the bell notification. With that note, I'm signing off. Have a good day. Happy learning.